So you pastor a church, you're a father, and you don't listen to rap music.
That's right.
And you definitely don't listen to music that has N-words or F-bombs.
Exactly.
So this has N-words and F-bombs. What's up, Misfits? I am here with my dad for a video.
So am I the misfit dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the misfit dad.
Gotcha.
Actually, the proper term would be the theological misfit.
Ah.
I'm the philosophical misfit. He's the theological misfit. So, Dad, what do you do for a living?
I pastor a church.
Do you listen to rap music?
No. What is rap? Rap is something like when you get cold, you put a coat on, right?
The dad jokes are real. So you pastor a church, you're a father, and you don't listen to rap music.
That's right.
And you definitely don't listen to music that has N-words or F-bombs.
Exactly.
So this has N-words and F-bombs. And here we go.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. Well, pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. Alright, look. I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living on free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still tryna sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals? You are.
Thoughts so far?
Well, I think he's stereotyping because not everybody's like that. I've met African Americans and so forth that they're great folks and we think alike. We have similar values, and then so I think he's a stereotype that maybe gets the attention in the world today.
Gotcha. All right. Here we go.
Pretty late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you're proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight. And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face. You can't escape problems. You can pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom. My voice been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. And I never lied, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my God. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you. Music rot in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids, and just blame it on white citizens. Aim at the vice president.
Pretty intense. You know, obviously, the language that he's using is for effect. I understand that, even though, words either have the power to release life or bring death. And to me, that he's choosing to incite a fight. What's amazing is he's speaking to somebody there.
Yeah.
Most of the time people say that to a screen. They don't have a face in mind.
Yeah.
But still, I can't condone the language that he's choosing. And so my thing is that would you want done to you what he's saying that we're doing?
So, past the language, the points he's making, what do you think about?
Well, again, I think it's stereotype. You find people with the attitude that you carry in life. If you are a negative person, you're going to find a negative person. That's just the way the human nature works.
All right. We are at 2 minutes, 6 seconds.
Bunch of class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gon' show us some respect, you gon' stand for this country, nigga. I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this type of war. I heard Eminem's rap at the awards. Who's he fighting for? Y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more. It's like you wanna be so famous. You'll do anything for attention and a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass, you ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on, take that do-rag off. Take that gold out your mouth, quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police and stop killing you fucks. Yo, what the fuck? I'm not racist. It's like we're living in the same building but split into 2 floors. I'm not racist. But there's two sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours. I wish that I knew yours. I'm not racist. I swear.
Final thoughts on that?
Well, again, I think that the white guy's attitude is what the press likes, because they like controversy. I don't know that that is in the hearts of African American black people across America. I think he just picks up certain voices, and then because that gets the press, it becomes the thought of people, they're all like that. And that's just not true.
Yeah. All right.
With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just cause you got nigga friends. Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. That when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history. My grandmama was a slave, that shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga.
Truth? Not truth?
I think it's his perspective. I mean, yeah, obviously black people came to America as slaves, but then you have to look at it. Are they better off in America or are they better off in Africa? When you look at African Americans, they would think, well, I've got way more opportunity here. Is slavery right? No.
So it's his side of the story.
It's his side of the story.
From his perspective.
Right.
All right.
I'm sorry, you can never fill my life. Trying to have faith, but I never feel alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Trying to find a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes when I ain't making no dough. You think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit, this the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people, that's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken or no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 chains or no Kool-Aid. You don't know.
So there he was talking about the perspective. So
Like racial profiling.
yeah, but I mean, do you think that there is that disconnect that he's talking about from white culture and black culture?
Yeah, I mean, sure, I see the disconnect, but I personally see people as people. I mean, there's places that I go, people say, even in our town, people say, you know, wow, you shouldn't go over there because of what happens. And I'm like, well, they're just people. And so when I look at people for the heart of who they are, I try to be, you know, color. Sometimes when people have points they need to grow through and mature, instead of saying, oh yeah, I've got to grow through that, they then go back and label it that I'm being racist or I'm being biased or I'm being, when I'm not. I'm saying, hey, let's grow through this.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think it's a cop-out for all of us.
So do you think that from white culture and looking at black culture and vice versa, that there is a bridge or a barrier that needs to be closed? Or is it just like...
Well, absolutely. I mean, that barrier can be closed in any race.
Yeah.
And that's where, you know, that's where Christianity, that's where a relationship with Jesus bridges all races together. That's what he does.
Yeah.
And so without him, they can't be bridged. There's always be gaps. But with him, it makes no difference what color you are. We love one another regardless.
Truth.
Yeah, that's right. I read it in a book.
All right.
Even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama, I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to get him out and put a cracker back, and then you gave us Donald Trump, and I was payback for that. I'm not racist. I never lied, but I noticed a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died. Nigga, die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracker within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but I might be any day now, treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now, and now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Shit. You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot. You don't know what it's like to be in a frying pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops. And I know if you about to die or not. You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes, or we could change lives, so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist. It's like we living in the same building, but split into both sides. I'm not racist. But there's two sides to every story, and now you know mine. Can't erase the scars with a bandage. I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding. Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding. I'm not racist.
So that's that.
Wow.
Yeah. So do you think that
They could expand their vocabulary? Yes.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, but that one you disagree.
Well, no, I agree with that. Religion does separate, because that's what religion does. I mean, I said that on Sunday, how damaging religion is. But when you have a true relationship with God through Jesus, then that's not religion.
Do you think that part of the divide between the two cultures is primarily could just be anger? You don't understand me, I don't understand you, and therefore you're wrong and I'm right? Or
well, yeah, I mean, obviously anger is a divisive. I mean, it causes people to take action, but it's very divisive, and you never really get any place when you're angry. The question is, do people want to come together? Do they see a reason to take the divide and build a bridge?
Yeah.
Or do they just want to stay divided? Most cultures and the media they thrive on the divide.
yeah. So what kind of thing, because this is such a video that's super popular right now, super controversial, everybody's talking about it. I mean, I think this has been generational that's been dealing with this. But to my generation dealing with this, and to who's predominantly watching this and seeing this, what would you say to them? What would help this?
To your generation?
Yeah.
Well, again, I say the purpose, and obviously, the language is offensive to me, but obviously that might be the culture of rap and so forth. I get that. But to my generation and who I am, the language is offensive to me.
Yeah.
There's obviously better ways to communicate than that level.
Yeah.
To me, that's just a low level. But if that's the culture of where it's at, it's at.
Yeah.
My question is, if this kind of forum gets you talking, or both sides talking, do you think that there's enough substance in both sides to help people come to a resolution? Or will it just dynamite the divide again and everybody goes their separate ways? What do you think is the end result? I guess that's my question to your generation.
Yeah.
What's the end result of this? Is it just two guys blown off, or is it any substance in either side that say, well, let's talk about this?
So what plan of action would you have? Talking about it?
Well, yeah, I would sit down and say, what are the main points that are still in divide here, and what's the root of it? And take responsibility. That's where, I mean, it seems like that both sides are pointing out the problem, and the closest thing of taking responsibility that they did in this was to hug each other at the end.
So we need to hug more.
There you go. It's a start, but
Yeah.
obviously, yeah. Because that's a touch of the souls. It wasn't just touch of two bodies, it was a touch of souls. After they expressed each perspective very vividly, they hugged each other at the end. If two people can have such divide, when they're done in the evening, can they hug each other at the end and say, I still love you? I might disagree. I might, I've got issues. You got issues, but I love you, man. Is that still possible?
So we need to practice more of agreeing to disagree.
Yeah, but there's always a higher goal. And that's where, a man of faith, a believer in Jesus, that you can actually come to the place to say, there's a higher truth, not just I agree to disagree. There's a higher truth that we both can come to and say, I agree with that.
Yeah.
We might not be living it or obtaining it, but at least we can say, I and you can both get to that place.
Nice.
All right?
I like it.
Cool.
And that's that. That video from a pastor's perspective.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you're cold, get a wrap.
Get a wrap. But maybe not from this video.
That's right.
So have you seen the end of my videos? Where I go, peace.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Like that. Peace.
Peace.
There we go.